realized that using an old hit from the 1960s is one of the best ways to have a successful hit video or hit single right now. But why did you pick a song like Strangers in the Night, an old Frank Sinatra song at that?
Well, you've got to pick one, and I was in a bar and heard the song frequently, and I just fell in love with the song. It's, by the way, it's written by a German.
Oh, I never realized that.
Yeah, I thought a lot of people don't.
Did you hear it in the original German, or is it always in a translation by Old Blue Eyes?
No, I just heard it from Sinatra.
Well, originally this was one of those cocktail lounge sob stories, but you've reinterpreted it, and it has a bit of a science fiction feel. Whatever gave you that idea to do that?
Well, I mean, the obvious thing is, of course, the trench coat and the back alley, and the lady underneath the lantern. But that's pretty boring, so we felt that we want to get down to the essence of what it means, strangers and meeting. And that's the underlying story of the whole video.
There's also quite a few symbols in it. There are things coming out of the sky, like a triangle and a cube and a sphere. What's that all about? Those are animations.
Well, basically, I've never actually told what the whole thing means, and I don't know myself too well, but it leaves a lot of options for the viewer to decide where they want to get into the video. The underlying story, in fact, is contact, and that's when, for instance, the bag lady changes to the young, beautiful woman. When people fall in love, or whenever they have a contact, something else is happening. You know, you have a different relationship to the people. You have a different relationship than when you walk down the street. And this is how we put it into the video. You know, suddenly this well, rather ugly bag lady changes into a beautiful woman just because of the contact, the touch that they have. And that's throughout, and that then it goes into a dream stage. And that's the whole story about it. And these objects, sorry, these objects, they are like catalysts for contact to happen. They appear whenever two people, like the little girl and the little boy, they meet together. And they are over the city, and permanently people fall in love in the city, you know, and they are just catalyzing that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Also, I was wondering, who's the gentleman that's singing in the film?
Well, it's Eli Holland, and he's the singer on the album.
In your band Baumann?
Yeah.
Yes. How come you aren't in the video?
I guess I am.
Very noticeable.
Well, I never feel it's so important, you know. I mean, I don't try to be like a star in the normal sense. I like the ideas, and I think they are more important than featuring people.
Yes, you haven't really overhyped yourself in any way. Your last album, you were very low-keyed about. You worked with Robert Palmer on the album Repeat, Repeat.
Yeah.
Am I correct? And that was your first solo album in America, but you've had some solo albums in Europe, haven't you?
Yeah, I did 2 solo albums, Romance 76 and Transharmonic Nights.
And they're very different from the work you did with Tangerine Dream and the work in this video that we've just seen now, Strangers in the Night.
Well, I guess it's a pretty long way from one end to the other. And I mean, I've had some problems because I used to be known for Tangerine Dream. And it's unfortunate that people put you in a category, and whenever I release a record, they wait for me to do the same stuff I did 10 years ago.
Some of our viewers might not remember that Tangerine Dream was a band in the early 70s that was synthesizers only and improvisational. And the music that you do now is quite sophisticated. How did you get from one place to the other? You know, this metamorphosis.
Well, I feel the worst thing that can happen to you, whatever you do, is that you get stuck and you get into a rut. And I felt that as soon as I do something different, that gives me the opportunity of being aware of what I do. When you do the same stuff over and over, you fall asleep.
And what's in store for Peter Baumann on the next few releases from the album?
I don't know. I'm waiting for surprises.
Surprises? What about the Strangers in the Night album?
Well, it's going to be released in Europe, I think in late December or beginning of January, and I have to go over there. And I think they're going to have another single of the album here for America.
And you're keeping that a secret, or will you tell us what the single is?
It's not been decided yet.
Oh, okay. And you use a special synthesizer, don't you?
Well, I've used synthesizers since I first started to do music. This one is a computer-controlled synthesizer, and it's just a little more sophisticated than others, but basically it's the same thing.
Is this something that you made yourself?
Well, I designed it, but somebody else built it. I don't know how to build it.
Thank you very much, Peter Baumann, for being with us today on Videowave.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.